Life as a servant in the court of King Henry VIII was both an honor and a burden. Servants lived close to power, but also in constant fear. A typical day meant waking with the sun, working long hours, and always remembering that one wrong move could cost them their life. At dawn, servants stirred. Most slept in crowded quarters, often in small chambers near the kitchens or stables. Their beds were little more than straw pallets, and privacy was almost non-existent. The castle echoed with noise, pots clanging, fires crackling, and orders shouted down corridors. After washing quickly, sometimes with only a basin of cold water, they hurried to their posts. Meals were modest compared to the king's feasts. Bread, cheese, porridge, and watered ale. Only those who served close to the royal table ever tasted the richer foods they carried past their own empty stomachs. Each role was different. The lowest servants scrubbed floors, carried water, and hauled firewood. Higher-ranking attendants managed the king's clothes, jewels, or chambers. The most trusted, like the groom of the stool, held extraordinary power, tending to Henry's most private needs. But whatever the task, all had to move quickly, speak politely, and bow deeply to every lord and lady they passed. The king's household was a hierarchy, and even servants competed for favor, knowing one promotion could mean better food, warmer rooms, or protection from the king's fury. The pace was relentless. Dishes had to arrive steaming hot, clothing laid out in perfect order, and chambers kept spotless. Mistakes could bring humiliation, or worse. Henry VIII's temper was legendary, and when angered, his punishments were severe. To serve him meant living in silence, always alert, always afraid. The grand halls glittered with music and feasts, but for servants, joy was rare. Every moment was spent in service, not celebration. Disobedience was not simply punished, it could be fatal. A servant accused of betrayal, theft, or disloyalty could be dragged to the Tower of London. Some were whipped, branded, or dismissed in disgrace. Others met the executioner, hanged, drawn, or beheaded on the scaffold. In Henry's reign, even queens and closest advisors were sent to their deaths. For a servant of low rank, survival depended on obedience. The king's word was law, and to defy it was to invite the axe. So, for Henry VIII's servants, every day was a careful balance of duty, obedience, and fear. They ate little, worked endlessly,